Morning. Check this crazy looking thing out. Finally came in the mail. So this is for the stuff to seal up the cracks in the basement. So we'll start with that project today. At least I can get the cones on there, and I'll explain how this works in a minute. Let me get inside here. Be right back. All right, so that's a crazy looking caulking gun. But what I have here is, this is the resin. This is the epoxy. And it comes with more epoxy, more resin, epoxy, resin. All right, it comes with these crazy things. And they got little things in there that mixes it. So you glue these little cones on the crack. Come over here and I'll show you. So these little cones get glued on the crack like that. I think every 4 to 6 inches, and then you seal the crack up with the epoxy. This stuff. You seal it up, let it harden, and then you inject this, starting at the bottom. You inject it until you see it come out the next port up, and then you plug that port, and you start injecting it in the next one, and you keep working your way up. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna start with this crack right here. And we're gonna get that thing sealed up and let it harden, because it takes about a day for that epoxy to harden. So we're gonna start with that. I think I'm gonna start with this smaller crack. Give me a little bit of a learning curve on it. I mean, it starts down here, you can barely see it. It goes up, all the way up there. And I don't know where I should start with this stuff, because it's so small down there. Guess I'll just do the whole thing. Okay, it says to put these up every 18 inches, but when I watched the video, these are the cones. You epoxy those over the crack, and then you start filling them with this resin stuff. And when you see it come out the next crack, the next cone, start with this one, you see it come out the next one, you plug this one with one of these little plugs. And then you work your way up the crack. Okay, let's get started with that. All right. I need one of these. High strength anchoring, epoxy paste. Holy crap. There we go. Guess it don't matter which way it goes in. Man, that's heavy. Okay, I'm gonna get this set up over here and we'll get ready to go and see what it does. Well, let me see it going through there. Oh, it's pretty runny. We'll start with that. See how that goes. staying. Okay. This seems like it's going to be a long process. But that's okay. That one wants to slide. That's a little better. Still wanting to slide around. That one's stuck pretty good. This one's wanting to move. I'll keep an eye on it. We'll work our way right on down the line. And they say you gotta let this dry overnight. I got a little bit up there, but I think what I'm gonna do is let the cones dry. And then I'll come back. Paste it over. That's what I'll do. All right, so let me go do the one over there next. Got this one all done. Got this all done. You see them. They're sticking pretty good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and do this one next. This is the worst one for the worst crack. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Come on there. All the way down. Oh, one fell off. Right there. I'll fix it. And I think on this one, I'm going to put a piece, once he's dry, because this crack is so big, I think I'll put a piece of tape over it, but then I'll epoxy over the tape. That'll keep it from coming out. That just seems like an awful big crack for that epoxy to fill up. But I'm gonna have to get working with this pretty quick because it gets hard inside that little nozzle. It's starting to set up in that thing already. So I'll start filling this crack over here next. got this one done. I started putting it around the cones and they weren't, the weight of the epoxy was pulling the cones off. So I'm gonna let that harden up and then I'll come back and I'll finish sealing around the cones there. But that crack is all sealed up. This one, I got up to here and I got to finish it off. So, but I think I'm going to wait because that stuff, it gets hard inside this little mixing tube thing here. It makes it hard to push that epoxy through it. So I'm going to let that all set up. And then I'll come back and finish off sealing around these cones. And I'll finish this crack and sealing around those cones. So I'll let that all get hard. Probably 2 or 3 hours. They're getting pretty hard already. I mean, these things, they're pretty sturdy on there now, but I want to wait. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get side-by-side out because I want to hook up my remote winch. All right, on this one I put duct tape because the crack pretty wide. Actually, I need to put some up there too. But I'll make it really wide with the epoxy. Stuff's getting pretty hard. Like I'm gonna have to hit these holes again. So let's get back to working on this. Tell you what, this stuff is no fun to squeeze out of here. I'll tell you what, that thing is no fun to play with. That stuff, you need to be the bionic man. You got to put some torque on that handle to get that junk to come out of there. But they're all up. All the ports are in. They're all sealed up. So I'll let that dry till tomorrow morning. It's getting pretty hard over here. When I first started, it's getting hard. So these are all done. Those are all done. Those were the 2 places that I had leaks. So tomorrow, I'll come down here and hopefully this stuff works better. Wait a minute. That one's smaller. I might not have a gun for that. How does this work? I'll be right back. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. That plunger is bigger than that hole. I might have to take that off. Put a smaller washer on it. Let me see if I can do that. All right, I think I got it figured out. I took this off. It was right there, like that one. And I just taped 2 small washers together and stuck it in there. I think it'll work. Might not be able to get it back out of there afterwards, but why would they do that? Why would they send you this kit and it not fit? Crazy. All right, so that's gonna be tomorrow. I'm gonna let that harden up overnight and I'll come back tomorrow, and I sure don't want to do that again. Man, that is hard stuff to push out of that tube. So I forgot to do this. Well, I forgot to tell you, but I did get the remote for the winch hooked up. So I'm liking that. Now I'm going to go over, I'm going to hook up the snowplow in the middle of the summer and make sure it works. So let's go over and do that. All right, let's see if this thing's gonna fit. Hope it does. See how hard it's gonna be to get it on there. Fish through there. Fish through there. Back a little bit more. That might be it. Look at that. Get on there. There we go. That might be too much. Oh, I can get it. Ah, get my winch control on it, see what it does. I just noticed I got a 2-inch receiver hitch here. All right, see if it works. Check it out. Man, it goes up high too. That's great. I'm liking it. Pretty wide. Yep, that'll clear good. I'm liking it. I got to fill these holes in, and it's not a very hot day. I tried plowing with it, but I don't think that's a good idea. So these are pretty well solid as can be. Let me wind up my string. Get these batter boards out of here. And guess I'll get a shovel. All right, there's one done. Took me about 25-30 minutes. Hopefully some of that'll settle down after a couple rains. I'll come back and rake up the rest, fill up some low spots. So let me get started on this one. That's 2 done. I'll clean this up later. And I'm gonna leave these for later. That wears you out, sweating. Well, I'm gonna go inside, grab a bite to eat. What time is it? Okay, about 2 o'clock. 2:23. Oh. Just got a phone call from the company that I am getting my wood stove from. And it's there. So I'll probably pick that up tomorrow when I do my errands. I'm gonna go in right now and make a phone call because I forgot about this. Find out what the deal is with my trusses. Ooh, it might rain. It's getting kind of dark up there. Nice and clear over there. So I got a hold of the lumber company about these dang trusses. Supposed to be here tomorrow. That'll be great. And I think I'm gonna have them put them right there. That'll keep them out of the way. We'll be able to back in here and drop them off. And tomorrow I was planning to run up to get my sliding glass door, but now I gotta wait on the trusses, hoping they get here in the morning. I don't know yet. So I got 2 of these filled in. Man, this is a pain in the butt, but it's got to be done. Probably should have cut that sonotube off first. maybe I'll do that. Huh. I wonder what the easiest way to get that off is. Probably a knife, huh? Can't run a saw down it. I wonder if they just peel apart because they're spiraled. Let me try that. Hold on. Let's see the way you do it. Nice. Pretty good. Air pocket right there. All right. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. It came out pretty good. That'll work. Should have done it to those before I buried them up. Let me see what I can do with them. See how far down I can get it. That'll work. All right, got them all filled in. Didn't even plan on doing that today, but I did. I'm sweating. My glasses are just full of sweat. So I think that's gonna be about it for today. I know what. Let's go down and check out this epoxy on the walls and see what it looks like. Oh, down the hill. Oh yeah, that stuff feels like a rock. Holy crap, is that hard. Good. Tomorrow I can fill this in. I'll do that while I'm waiting on the trusses. And then when you're done filling it in and it gets hard, come back and knock these off with a hammer. And some people take it and grind this smooth. I'm not going to do it because there's going to be a wall going across here. At some point, this will all be framed in down here. This side won't be, but this side will be. It'll all be framed in, looking good. So I'm hoping that takes care of my problems. And they say that when this stuff expands, it expands like 18 times the size. And it should come oozing out of these cracks. Ooh, I sealed these cracks up. Oh well, it'll just fill up then. I probably should see if I could grind that off there. That way I know it made it through. I got that one covered up because that was the one that always leaked when the water came over the edge. So now I'm just wondering if I should grind that off so I know when it comes out. I think I'll be all right. I think it'll be good. All right, let me go close the shop up, or the barn. And I'm gonna take a shower because I am soaking in sweat. So that might be it for today. Hopefully the trusses will be here tomorrow morning because I'd like to run up to Presque Isle and pick up my door. And I'm gonna go with a 6-foot sliding glass door. My dad said I wouldn't like a 5-footer, but the price was good. So I'll let him sell it to somebody else. I'll just pick up a 6-foot door and be done with it. Okay. Might come back out tonight, take this thing down the road a little bit. I don't know. Got to keep it on the weather. All right. See you, bye.